What is up, y'all? It's time for another video here in the shop. And I'll talk today about my Oxy Acetylene. Oxy Acetylene is used for I mean, you guys can watch videos on the ins and outs and the super specifics, but I'll talk to you guys about what I use it for. Which is mainly what I got these two different torches for. I got this torch for cutting, and then I got this torch, that one there, for bending. You have low pressure, highly flammable acetylene here. I need a new regulator because this one doesn't work. You have your oxygen here. This is about the correct size that you'll see pretty much anybody have. It's nice to get as big of oxygen as you can, because you run about 7 for every 1 psi of acetylene you run 7 oxygen. So you go through a fair amount of oxygen. But yeah, you essentially, these things are difficult to set up if you've never set one up before, and these tools can be extremely dangerous. But I'll let you know what you need to do to keep yourself from blowing up. When you get an acetylene, make sure when you go to touch it, make sure these valves are tight, not leaking. I mean, you know, if it's been overnight, there's going to be nothing in it if it has been leaking. So make sure your valves are tight so you're not wasting all this time hooking up cylinders to it, hooking up regulators to it, only to find out that it's leaking. You're going to put the regulator on. The oxygen regulator is has a female fitting on it, and it goes on clockwise. The acetylene, as you can see, is a male fitting, and it goes on counterclockwise. You can tell by the little notches cut into the bolt. See those? After you do that, you crack this valve, quarter turn. Alright, eighth turn, quarter turn, backseat this valve, open it all the way up. This one's got some play in it. I really want to get rid of this tank. After that, every oxygen fitting is right-handed, and every acetylene fitting is left-handed, as can be seen here. I like having these quick connects. I'll show you on this torch, because these ones are brand new. I like having these quick connects because they make it so that I can switch out instead of having to swap out torch bodies and go from the cutting head to this rosebud. I can just switch whole torches, and I don't have to worry about, because like the oxygen on that torch body is always open, always, because it's a cutting head. But you know, with the rosebud, you keep them both closed. And these fittings, they come, you can get them for different styles, for line to line quick connects, regulator to line quick connects, a regulator to hose quick connects, and you can get hose to torch quick connects. And they come together like this, and you know, this is what you get. And at my local weld and supply store here in Athens, Georgia, these were $60 for these 4 pieces of brass you see right here. And you know, good, bad, or indifferent, these things are very handy to have. This torch already has flashback arresters built in it, which leads me to believe it's not that old, or newer. And it had these 2 little checks in here. I opted to get rid of the checks because I was going to put the quick connects on it anyways, no matter what, and put these, because these quick connects also have checks built into them, which is super nice. These things will corrode over time, so just keep an eye on them, and you know, clean them up with a rag. Really, all you got to do. This torch, on the other hand, did not have flashback arresters, and check valves are kind of like flashback arresters, but they're not really. So you got to get these. This is your flashback arrestor here, and that goes to your quick connect which goes into your other quick connect. So this torch is, I don't know why these lines got corroded, but they are harder than the dickens to get off for whatever reason. I can't do it with one hand, but y'all get the gist of it. Buy a good torch. I got the bottles. I got pretty much everything that you see here on the cart. Everything here on the cart I got with this thing, except I had to add all this stuff to it to make it safe, you know. And the regulators are kind of fucky, so I'm gonna have to fix something with that, you know. And it's kind of shitty because like this piece came off. You know, I would like to have a different head if I can, or get a different torch body for my cutting head. But worry about that when I get to it. But yeah, you definitely, if your torch doesn't have those built-in flashback arresters right about here, buy flashback arresters. It's gonna be like 120 bucks to get all of this brass right here, but it's gonna be worth it because this is not something that you make a mistake with twice. You make a mistake with it and it either cripples you for life or it kills you. Or it kills someone that you care about or don't care about, but either way you're responsible. This is not something that is to be taken lightly or to be joked around with. These are very, very dangerous tools, but if treated safely, you shouldn't have a problem. And, you know, when you shut off, every time when you go to shut off oxygen, shut off acetylene, back these out until they're loose. Because if you go to turn on this valve and this knob and these pressure adjustment knobs are turned in, you'll get a RBO, a regulator burnout, and it'll melt down the regulator. Incredibly, not so much dangerous on the oxygen, but on the acetylene. If acetylene comes out of this valve at whatever speed it wants to, it is going to explode because it is unstable. It doesn't even need a flame. It is unstable past 15 psi. Very, very dangerous. And this regulator is incredibly dangerous because it doesn't work. So you have no idea how much acetylene you're putting in there. But I'm not afraid to shake hands with danger, but please don't do what I do when it comes to these things, because you can get seriously hurt. But other than that, guys, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next video where we talk about the old mag drill.